Let me share with you a simple but profound truth. No one is inherently better or smarter than you. If someone is achieving more, it's simply because they've understood and applied the principles of success more effectively. One such principle is the law of cause and effect. Success is not accidental, it's the result of doing the right things consistently. The journey to personal excellence begins with a decision, a commitment. Without this, the default is mediocrity. Excellence doesn't happen by just showing up each day. It demands discipline, effort, and a lifelong dedication to growth. The keys to the 21st century. In today's fast-paced world, knowledge and skill are the ultimate tools for success. Think of mental fitness like physical fitness. It requires ongoing effort. To reach the top 20% in your field, you must continually learn, grow, and adapt. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The fact that some have become wealthy is proof that others may do it as well." Remember, every expert was once a beginner, and every person at the top started from the bottom. If they can do it, so can you. Transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. You may encounter individuals who seem less talented or intelligent but achieve incredible results. Why? At some point, they committed to personal and professional growth. They embraced lifelong learning and consistently worked on improving their skills. Here's the great news. Almost every skill is learnable. Whether it's business, sales, or any other field, the top performers once started as novices too. Success is about learning and applying. The power of decision. Your path to success begins the moment you make a firm decision to change. Every significant shift in life happens when a new idea sparks a commitment. Whether it's completing your education, starting a business, or striving to be the best in your field, it all starts with a decision. Wishing and hoping are not enough. Success requires a clear choice to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. Follow the leaders to excel. Look to those already at the top. Study their habits, attitudes, and strategies. Observe how they spend their time, the books they read, and the people they associate with. Success leaves clues. Dr. David McClelland of Harvard concluded that your reference group, the people you identify with, can determine up to 95% of your success. Surround yourself with those who inspire you to grow and aim higher. A real-life example. Let me tell you a story about Bob Barton, a young salesperson. Early in his career, Bob noticed the habits of top salespeople in his company. They arrived early, planned their days, and continuously worked on improving themselves. Inspired, Bob decided to emulate their behaviors. He dressed like them, sought their advice, and most importantly, followed through. Bob's commitment paid off. Within months, he was among the top performers. Over the years, he continued learning from the best and became a national success. The secret? He asked for advice, acted on it, and transformed his habits. Learn from the best. The beauty of today's world is that the answers are out there. Whether through books, seminars, or conversations, you can learn from those who have already succeeded. Successful people are often eager to share their knowledge if you show genuine interest. But remember, advice alone isn't enough. You must act on it. Set high goals. If you aim to join the top 20% of earners in your field, start by researching their income levels and strategies. Set clear goals and back them with actionable steps. High achievement begins with high standards. In closing, everything you need to succeed is within your reach. The principles, strategies, and tools are available. All you need is the willingness to learn and apply them. Decide today to commit to your growth, seek out the best role models, and take consistent action. Your journey to excellence starts now. The truth is, there's no one better or smarter than you. If someone seems to be doing better than you today, it simply shows that they've figured out how the law of cause and effect works in their favor. They've learned the steps that successful people take and applied them in their own work. The principle of cause and effect isn't just theoretical, it's something that can shape your personal life too. To achieve personal excellence, it's all about the choices you make. Without a commitment to excellence, it's easy to fall into the trap of mediocrity. Success doesn't happen by accident, nor does excellence come from simply showing up every day. It's about making a clear decision, a decision to strive for excellence and committing to it for the long haul. The 21st century is all about knowledge and skill. To become the best version of yourself and reach the pinnacle of your field, you must apply self-discipline and mental fitness, just like physical fitness. It's a lifelong journey of continual learning and growth, day by day, week by week. If you're determined to join the top 20% and stay there, you need to keep learning and evolving. Abraham Lincoln once said that the fact some people have become wealthy is proof that others can do the same. Whatever others have accomplished, you can too, if you're willing to learn. Everyone at the top started at the bottom, including those who came from humble beginnings. Just remember, if someone else has done it, it means you can too. Many individuals who started with very little have gone on to become some of the most successful people in their fields. There are no exceptions to this rule. The great philosopher Bertrand Russell once wrote, "The best proof that something can be done is that someone else has already done it." You may sometimes wonder how someone with less talent or intelligence is achieving remarkable success. The answer is simple. At a certain point, they realized that personal and professional growth were the keys to their success. Their dedication to lifelong learning took them to the top, and the same path is open to you. The good news is that nearly every skill is learnable. All business skills can be mastered, and even the most proficient people in any area started from scratch. Whether it's sales, leadership, or any other field, every skill can be learned. Almost every wealthy person was once in a position of struggle, but they decided to learn what they needed to achieve their goals. You too can learn everything you need to reach your goals. The starting point for your upward journey is a simple decision. You have to decide, and from that decision, everything follows. Decisions change everything. Every major shift in your life begins with your mind being open to a new idea. That moment when you choose to act, whether it's completing your education, starting a business, or investing in your future, becomes the defining moment that sets you on a path to success. Many people wish for things like happiness, health, wealth, or success, but wishing alone isn't enough. You must make a firm, unequivocal decision. When you commit to your goals, you must be ready to pay any price and go any distance to achieve them. That's when your journey begins. Make that decision and never look back. Once you've decided, there's no turning back. Resolve to keep working on yourself and your craft until you reach the top 20% or beyond. Follow the leaders, not the followers. Once you've made the decision to become the best in your field, look at the people who have already succeeded. What do they have in common? How do they organize their time? How do they communicate and present themselves? These are all important questions that can help you understand the habits and behaviors that lead to success. After all, you can't hit a target you can't see. Your reference group shapes your future. Your reference group is made up of the people you admire and identify with. It's natural to adopt the attitudes, habits, and opinions of those around you. By choosing to surround yourself with successful individuals, you're setting yourself up for growth. fly with the eagles. Let me share a story about a participant from one of my seminars, Bob Barton. When he started his first job, he was at the bottom, working with a team of 32 salespeople. He noticed that the top performers spent their time differently. They were early risers, they planned their days, and they worked hard. Bob, determined to improve, decided to model himself after the best. He began by mimicking their dress, work ethic, and even the way they planned their day. He asked top salespeople for advice and applied it. Over time, he became one of the best in his office. Eventually, Bob's income soared, and he achieved things he never imagined, all because he learned from the top performers and followed their advice. The great discovery: all the answers have already been found. Success isn't a mystery, it's something that's been discovered by countless individuals before you. If you want to achieve greatness, all you need to do is ask. Successful people will gladly share their knowledge, but remember, it's not enough to ask. You must act on their advice and apply it in your own life. Set high goals. If you want to be in the top 20% of earners in your field, start by finding out what those at the top are earning. It's all out there, waiting for you to discover. Whether you're in sales, business, or any other field, there's a blueprint for success. It's time to find it and follow it. Let me share a powerful principle with you today, a principle that has helped countless individuals and companies reach new heights of success. According to the American Society for Training and Development, the most successful 20% of companies in any industry invest heavily in the training and development of their staff. In fact, they invest an impressive 16% of their budget into this area. Now, what if you decided to invest just a small portion of your income in yourself? Imagine this. If your annual income goal is $50,000, would you consider investing just 3% of that, or $1,500, into your own personal development each year? If your goal is $100,000, then that's a $3,000 annual investment in yourself. The return on that investment can be truly extraordinary. I had the privilege of meeting a gentleman a few years ago in Detroit who shared his own inspiring story with me. He had first heard about this 3% rule in one of my seminars a decade ago. Back then, he was living at home, driving an old car, and earning just $20,000 as an office-to-office salesman. But after that seminar, he made the decision to apply the 3% rule and invest $600, 3% of his income, back into his personal development. He bought sales books, listened to audio programs on sales and time management, and attended seminars. That year, his income soared from $20,000 to $30,000, a 50% increase. The following year, he increased his investment, and his income jumped again, this time to $50,000. By the third year, he raised his investment to 5% of his income and watched his earnings grow to $100,000. He was so impressed with the results that he continued to invest more in himself each year. By the time I spoke with him again, he had reached an incredible milestone. His income had surpassed $1 million. This story shows us that investing in yourself can lead to extraordinary results. But it's not just about money, it's about growth. Growing into a better version of yourself every day. Let me share with you 3 simple steps that can make you one of the top people in your field. Read for 60 minutes each day. Focus on your field. Turn off the TV, put away the newspaper, and read materials that enhance your knowledge. Listen to educational audio programs in your car. Use your travel time to learn something new. Reflect on what you've heard and consider how you can apply it. Attend courses and seminars regularly, whether online or in person. These opportunities will equip you with ideas and skills to help you succeed. Learning is like compound interest. The more you learn, the more you can learn. And the more you learn, the sharper and more capable you become. Now let's talk about mastery. Becoming a true master in any field typically requires about 7 years or 10,000 hours of dedicated work. Think about that for a moment. Whether it's becoming a master salesperson, a successful entrepreneur, or an expert in any other field, mastery takes time and persistence. And here's something you may find surprising. Talent is not enough. As Jeffrey Colvin points out in his book, talent is overrated. Many people settle for mediocrity because they stop learning and improving. But those who achieve excellence continue to invest in their development, even after reaching success. You might be wondering, how can I find the time to invest in myself? The truth is, we all have time. It's about how we manage it. Consider this. In a week, you have 168 hours. After accounting for work and sleep, you still have 72 hours of free time. If you dedicate just 2 extra hours per day to improving yourself, whether it's reading, listening to audio programs, or taking courses, you'll be on the path to superior performance. It's just 2 hours a day, and those hours will add up to something amazing. Let me tell you this. The best part of personal growth is that once you start, it becomes easier. You'll find yourself craving more knowledge, more learning, and more improvement. It becomes a habit, and it won't feel like a chore. It will feel like a rewarding journey. And one more thing. Think about your relationship with television. The average adult watches about 5 hours of TV a day. Imagine what could happen if you used just some of that time to invest in your growth. You'd not only be more knowledgeable, but you'd also feel more energized, more focused, and more capable. Your self-esteem and energy levels will rise, and you'll be amazed at the results. Remember, your future is in your hands. The decision to invest in yourself, to keep learning, and to keep growing is yours. It's not about talent. It's about discipline, focus, and the desire to improve every single day. So I encourage you today, make that decision. Take the first step toward investing in yourself and commit to making learning a lifelong journey. The payoff will be extraordinary. When I look at successful people, I realize something truly transformative. Their journey wasn't about being inherently smarter or more talented than others. It was about discovering the cause and effect relationships that led to their success. This insight changed my life. No one is truly better or smarter than you, just different in their unique ways. If someone is ahead of you right now, it's because they've uncovered something valuable that you may not have yet. But here's the good news. Whatever anyone else has achieved, you can do it too. The key lies in learning from others and applying those insights to your own path. The fact that someone else has accomplished something meaningful is the best evidence that you too can achieve the same goal. Personal and professional growth is the most powerful tool you have to make your dreams a reality. By learning from the people who've walked the path before you, you can follow their footsteps and reach your own potential. You've likely heard that the average person uses only 10% of their potential. Well, research from the Stanford Brain Institute actually suggests it's closer to just 2%. Imagine the untapped reserves of potential within you, waiting to be harnessed. Nature has been incredibly generous, granting us all an abundance of abilities and opportunities. Yet, most of us use only a fraction of what we're capable of. If you could unlock just a small part of your inborn potential, you'd likely see extraordinary results, doubling or even tripling your achievements. you could become healthier, happier, and more prosperous than you ever imagined. I truly believe that every person has the potential to create something wonderful in life. Inside each of us is a giant, waiting to be unleashed. All it takes is learning how to bring that greatness to the surface. Imagine this. You can accomplish far more than you've ever dreamed of if you only learn how to develop yourself. This belief is at the core of everything I do. What about you? What is your guiding principle? I encourage you to create a long-term vision for yourself. Think about where you want to be 5 or 10 years from now. Picture yourself at the pinnacle of personal growth, mastering every important aspect of your life. What would you look like, feel like, and be capable of achieving? Refuse to compromise on your dreams. Think about the level of expertise you'd have in your field, the prestige you'd gain from outstanding performance, and the kind of work you'd be doing. Visualize yourself as one of the best in your area. If there were no limitations at all, what would you do in the coming months and years to develop yourself? Take that vision and crystallize it into specific goals. To get started, take a piece of paper and write down 10 goals you want to achieve in your personal and professional life. Write them as if you've already achieved them. Imagine the person you're becoming. Review your list and pick the one goal that would have the most positive impact on your life. Circle it, and then move that goal to a fresh page. Now, create a plan. What steps must you take to achieve excellence in this area? Set deadlines. Break your plan into manageable steps and gather the resources you'll need. The next step is crucial. Take immediate action on at least one item in your plan. Action is the key to making progress. Resolve to keep working towards your goal every single day until you achieve it. There will be challenges along the way, but your commitment to constant improvement will carry you through. Remember, the journey to excellence is continuous. To track your progress, decide on clear metrics for success. You could measure the number of hours you dedicate to studying, the number of books you read, or the number of clients you serve. These measures help you gauge how far you've come and how much further you need to go. The more precise your measures, the more you'll improve and grow. Start with your values, vision, and goals. Then focus on the knowledge and skills you need to reach them. Do something every day that brings you closer to the person you want to become. Whether it's reading, taking courses, or practicing new skills, never stop growing. Remember, the most important habits for success are the ones you practice daily. One of the most important habits for success is self-discipline. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. As the writer Albert Hubbard said, self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. It's the master key to unlocking your potential. There are 7 essential disciplines that will help you achieve everything you're capable of. You can develop these through consistent practice. Here they are. The discipline of daily goal setting. The discipline of planning and organizing. The discipline of setting priorities. The discipline of focusing on your most valuable activities. The discipline of exercise and proper nutrition. The discipline of continuous learning. The discipline of spending quality time with the most important people in your life. By mastering these disciplines, you'll perform at your highest level and enjoy the greatest satisfaction in everything you do. There's a simple formula I call the 1000% formula, which when applied daily can dramatically improve your life. The 1000% formula is based on the law of incremental improvement. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, but with steady, consistent effort, you can improve by a small fraction each day. Even if you improve by just 0.1% every day, by the end of the year, you'll be significantly better. The key to success is patience and perseverance. It's about taking one small step after another, improving a little bit every day. This type of change, though gradual, is the most lasting and meaningful. Keep learning, stay focused on your goals, and keep improving. Because every effort you put in today builds the foundation for your success tomorrow. I encourage you to embrace this process. Every day, take steps to improve just a little bit more. You'll be amazed at how far you can go. Keep pushing forward. Your best is yet to come. If you increase your productivity by just 2% each month, by the end of the year, you'll be 26% more productive than you were at the beginning of the year. That's 13 4-week months, each with a 2% improvement, which results in a 26% increase. This is where the power of compounding knowledge and skill comes into play. Over a decade, this 26% annual improvement will accumulate to a staggering 1,004% increase in your overall productivity. As we live in a merit-based society, your ability to contribute more value will naturally result in an increase in your earnings. By improving your performance by over 1,000%, your income will eventually reflect the value of your contribution. Now, let's look at the 7 steps in the 1,000% formula, which can guarantee that you'll become at least 0.1% better each day, 0.5% better each week, 2% better each month, and 26% better each year. Rise early and invest in yourself. Start your day by waking up 2 hours before your first appointment. Spend the first hour reading and learning about your field. This golden hour sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. Leave distractions like TV aside and focus on developing your mind. Write down your goals daily. Take a few minutes each day to write out your major goals in a notebook as if you've already achieved them. This helps program your subconscious to notice opportunities throughout the day to bring your goals closer. Plan every day in advance. Before going to bed, make a list of everything you need to do the next day. This allows your subconscious mind to start working on solutions overnight, and you'll often wake up with fresh ideas and insights. Prioritize your tasks. Focus on the most valuable use of your time. Each morning, identify the task that will have the greatest positive impact on your work and start with that. Turn your car into a mobile classroom. Listen to educational audio programs while you're driving. Your car can become a university on wheels, helping you grow every day. Ask 2 key questions after every experience. These questions are magic for learning and growth. What did I do right? And what would I do differently? By reflecting on these, you'll rapidly improve and grow in all areas of life. Treat everyone like a $1 million customer. Whether it's a colleague, a client, or someone at home, treat every person with the respect and care you'd show to a valuable customer. You never know how your attitude may impact those around you. Remember, your earning ability is your most valuable asset. Invest in yourself every day to improve your skills and mindset. Make the decision today to develop to the point where you can achieve every financial and personal goal you set for yourself and become everything you're capable of becoming. As we continue on our journey, it's essential to remember that success doesn't come overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But with the right mindset and consistent effort, you'll gradually see tremendous growth. There's an inspiring study that tracked the success of individuals over a 25-year period. The people who went on to earn vast sums, sometimes $1 million a month, weren't necessarily the most intelligent or gifted. What set them apart was their commitment to a single, simple strategy. They focused on developing one key skill at a time, asking their boss what skill would make them most valuable, and working on it every single day. This dedication eventually led to extraordinary success. They invested 2 hours a day, 5 days a week into improving their skills. That's just 10 hours a week, but it made all the difference in their lives and careers. And you can do this too. In today's fast-paced world, knowledge and skills are essential. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. So whether you're just starting out or you're already established, ask yourself, what skill can I develop today that will have the greatest positive impact on my future? Becoming a master of change and continuous learning is the key to staying ahead in your career. When you focus on learning, you create opportunities for growth and success. As you move forward, see yourself as the CEO of your own life. Set high standards for yourself and dedicate time each day to improving. Remember, the most successful people invest in their own development. They read, they learn, and they grow. Take time each week, just 10 hours, to focus on yourself. This commitment is what the top leaders do to stay at the top. Warren Buffett, for example, spends a significant portion of his time reading and learning. He's one of the richest men in the world, and yet he continues to learn and grow. So make the decision today to invest in your future by improving your knowledge and skills. You have the power to create the life and career you want, and it all starts with continuous learning and dedication.